Hello everyone and happy October. It's a beautiful time of year, known for the changing of the seasons, the changing of the colors on the trees, and I look forward to welcoming in the beginning of fall. We've had great weather so far, but I'm sure it will continue to get colder as we get into the new season. I wanted to begin by sharing an update with you about our enrollment numbers. We currently have 170 students at the school. We were at 174 in June, but we graduated some students and have some new students enrolling, and we expect to have additional students joining us throughout the year. In addition to the school, we also have the Early Intervention Program, which is equivalent to a parent-infant program at other schools, and there are 35 families served there, so altogether we have about 240 families served, which is a great number for us to be serving right now. Looking ahead, I'm sure there's a lot of exciting things, but for the last month, I wanted to update you on what happened with our trip to the American School for the Deaf. They're celebrating their bicentennial, and we took a group of students to learn about the history there. There were two specific events in particular, including one at the ASD Museum on campus and the other at the Connecticut Historical Society off campus. The Connecticut Historical Society had several pieces of memorabilia related to ASD's history that they had on exhibit or display from June to October. When we went 2 weeks ago, we were able to see the exhibit, learn about the history, and in particular, learn about how much historical ties PSD and ASD have. For example, Laurent Claire was the first teacher at ASD and the first principal at PSD. So that's a really interesting piece of historical connection between the two schools. Our 8th and 9th graders, who are doing deaf studies here on campus, were able to go, learn about the history of the school, and bring that knowledge back so that we can be using it in planning for our bicentennial. It's not until 2020, but we're already actively engaged in the planning process for such a spectacular event. I also wanted to mention that we had PSD's Community Day on Saturday. It was a great turnout with over 250 people, including families, staff, community members, alumni, and I look forward to having this event every year. It's going to be our annual event the last weekend of September. We'll continue to share information throughout the year, but it's a great opportunity for us to show how much we want to collaborate and support with the community. Speaking of alumni, I wanted to mention that I've been seeing information going out about PSD class reunions happening in the greater Philadelphia area. I would love to know about those events if possible so that I can come out and show my support. Whether they're on campus or not, if you let me know, I look forward to the opportunity to come meet you and support our alumni. You're still part of the PSD family. We have another trip coming up for a group of our students going to the Pocono Mountains. It's an overnight trip related to the Science Center there for the students to go, be in the wilderness, spend some time together learning about science. There are a few other events related to the community and different organizations and agencies that PSD will be supporting. The first of which is the Philadelphia chapter of Black Deaf Advocates, celebrating their 35th anniversary, and PSD is co-chairing or supporting that. Also, the Fanwood School in New York will be celebrating their bicentennial, and PSD will be attending the banquet and gala there. The Willie Ross School for the Deaf in Massachusetts is celebrating their 50th anniversary, and PSD will be in attendance to support them as well. Locally, we have the Partners Agency celebrating their 15th anniversary, and PSD will be supporting them. Finally, the Hebrew Association for the Deaf, or HAD, will be celebrating their 105th anniversary, and PSD will be supporting them as well. The reason for all of this reach out and support is to show that PSD values our partnerships with the community. We're all part of the same larger community. There's also an event happening for private schools as opposed to state-funded schools, and that happens twice a year, in the fall and in the winter or spring. And so we'll be getting together, and the topic for this year's meeting is bilingual education, looking at how many schools are practicing that, how many schools are including that in the curriculum and planning. So I'm looking forward to that event, and we'll share more information as it comes. There's a couple more events coming up, including a Heroes Week, which I wanted to mention because we did the same thing last year, and we're trying to make this an annual event as well. We haven't decided exactly what the plans will look like, but it usually involves some sort of partnership with the local police officers and fire departments to show that that's an important relationship and one that we value. I also wanted to talk about our sports teams. We have a lot of different games and tournaments coming up. I wanted to mention one in particular at the St. Mary's School for the Deaf in Buffalo. We'll be having a soccer tournament there, and that's the 3rd week of October. The last week of October, we'll have the girls' volleyball tournament at ASD. As you can see, there's a lot of exciting things happening, and I'm sure I'll have more updates for you next month, But I wanted to make sure that everyone knows, because I've been hearing questions about the opportunity to work here, that of course we are always hiring. We look forward to the opportunity to hire back alumni or interested members of the community, and you can contact us at hr@psd.org for other information or to send us an application or resume. Thanks so much for this month, and take care.